What is going on, folk? It's NimbleThor here, and thank you so much for joining me once again in my mobile gaming quest, where I document playing a new mobile game every single day, sharing that experience with you guys here on YouTube. And today we're gonna have a first impressions look at the largest game I have ever played. It's a turn-based strategy gacha RPG from NetEase, and it's called Onmyoji. So speaking about the size, this game takes up a good 3 gigabytes of space on your phone if you download the additional audio files, which is it's just insane, honestly. That's a lot of space. So be aware of that before you even choose or consider to download the game. The closest I've ever been to a game of this size would have to be MapleStory M, which is still in beta. I did a video on that a couple of weeks back, so go have a look at that if you haven't seen it yet. But that one was about 2 gigabytes, so this is 50% larger than the largest game I've played on mobile so far. So part of these 3 gigabytes you have to download after you actually install the game, so just be aware of that if you do want to check it out for yourself. But after playing this game for a few hours, we're obviously in one of the campaign levels right here. If you can even call that a campaign, it's sort of strange, but we will get into that later on. But part of that is, of course, because the game is huge, right? So those 3 gigabytes is because of the insane graphics. You know, we can turn around, look at this entire battle scene here, which is pretty crazy as well. So they had to do everything in full 3D, which they probably would do anyways, but it's just a lot of work, because normally they would have for example, they would have a fixed view over here. They wouldn't have to have anything on the background over there, for example, because we would never see that. But in this game, the developers did have to go through and actually paint this entire room, for example. And the audio is high quality as well. The skill animations, it's just a really high quality game overall. And the story is really insane too, by the way. So there's a lot of story in here, and a lot of that has actual voiceover. I think it's in Japanese, so no English stuff in there just yet. I don't think they're ever gonna add that, honestly, because that would probably take a lot of time, cost them a lot of money, so that's probably only gonna happen if the game becomes really huge. And even in that case, it doesn't really fit the overall style of the game, honestly, if they were to do that. But it's really high quality, and if you understand the language, you're probably gonna have a good time with it. But I did spend the first around 10 minutes or so. It felt like 10, maybe even 15 minutes. Maybe I'm exaggerating a bit, but that's how I remember it. I spent the good first 10 minutes of playing this game just going through a conversation. You had to just click next, maybe skip parts of it if you don't want to watch the whole thing. Because we're just talking with the dog, which is one of the first characters we meet. Not even kidding you guys. It's literally a dog. It looks like a Doge, you know, from Dogecoin. But it's kind of sweet, it's kind of fun, but I like the story. The story is really well made. So if that's important for you guys in a gacha RPG, then this is definitely a game that I would recommend checking out. So because it is a gacha RPG, we of course have a auto system in here. I've had it on for the majority of this video just so I could record the video more easily and talk about the game. But I want to show you guys right now the actual combat system. So we've got a couple of different skills, no surprise there for each of these characters. And each of these characters of course level up. That's the whole gacha system, right? And we can enhance them, equip stuff on them. I think that it's called souls in this game to make them even stronger. But we're gonna get into that later on. But I do encourage you guys, if you are going to play the game for an extended period of time, or if you really want to dive into it, I would recommend you guys to go watch a few videos by a fellow YouTuber by the name of Beast Mode. He's done way better videos than I'm ever gonna do in this game, honestly. He's done a few great, in-depth videos that goes over the combat, it goes over beginner tips for the game if you're just getting into it, and I would definitely recommend checking those out. So shout out to Beast Mode. I'll leave a link to his channel down in the description box down below somewhere. But this is how the game is played without the auto system on, so we didn't even get to use any of the skills just yet. Let's just do that real quick. You can see we have energy filling up there, so now we can use this one, Blizzard, for example. That's going to take up 3 energy. We're not going to use that one, though, because that deals area of attack. We can't really use that one right now. We won't really get any benefit out of it, at least. This one does, I think it deals damage over time. Yes, it does, so it creates poison. Couldn't really get much benefit out of that either, because the enemy had already died at that point. So let's continue here, and I think we're now done. Yes, we're done with this level here, so we're gonna step out of here, and we're gonna get a reward here, and another reward here, and a last reward. So we got some energy there at the end. You guys can see that we have 100 energy in total, and we of course use some of that whenever we go into these chapter levels here. So these are the different chapters that you can play after you've actually played the chapter itself, like the story chapter, right? Then you can go into this explore section that we saw before and actually play those battles over again. But you also have to go through the actual story, listening to the actual story first before those things do unlock. But I want to go over quickly go over where is it? The summon section. Over here it is. So this is where we can summon new heroes. And sadly, this summoning system here does make the game kind of pay to win, and it sucks to say that, But that's just the way it is, because we can just simply pay to get more of these summons here until we get the very, very best cards. Okay, so we have to draw or speak to summon. So I guess we have to draw, what do we do? Do we draw a star? Is that it? I think I forgot at this point. I think it's, wait, that didn't turn into a star. Did it work though? Did it work? Yes, I think it accepted it actually. That was lucky. Yeah, we got one here. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be too rare though. So let's do that again. We have 8 more, it seems. Okay, so how do we do this? Let's do a proper star this time. So I think like this, like that. There's a bit more of a star. Oh man, you know, high requirements from this game here. We have to actually be able to draw a star. Oh, wait, no, it got me there. I thought there was a really rare one. Let's do one more here. One more try. How do I draw a star? Guys, someone help me out here. Someone has to tell me in the comment section down below how I draw a proper star, because this is definitely not it. But at least it's working though. The game is very forgiving on that front. Let's hope we got something better here. No, another 2-star or 2 energy or whatever it is. So not a very rare one. That sucks. Let's go out of here though, and this is where we're probably gonna spend most of our money, if we are to spend money on the game, in here just summoning new heroes. But with all of this said though, because obviously the pay to win-ness of the game, you know, the pay to win aspects do suck, and it does also suck that you can just auto-play through the entire game, in my honest opinion, even though I have to admit it was pretty useful here. But I will say, though, that there's so much content in this game. So there are other game modes. For example, in here, we can do the Demon Parade, which we can use to get to things that we can that can upgrade our own heroes. So we can go in here now. We have a couple of tickets for that. We can go in here, and this is sort of strange. I've never seen that in any other gacha game before. So what we have to do here is that I think it's actually rice that we throw on these units walking over there, and then if we hit them, which we should be able to do, I don't know, we're not hitting anyone right now. We can up, so we throw 10 at a time instead. We missed there. Come on. Just give me one. What? Guys, seriously. Wait, can we slow it down? I don't think we can slow it down any more than this. We have 23 seconds and we got the first shot. Awesome. That was the first shot, guys. We definitely want to get more though. Okay, so we got 3 more shots there. 3 more shots, guys. This is not too bad. Okay, 3 more again. So we're up to 9 now. We're up to 9 and we have 16 seconds left. And 118 of these rice or whatever it is that we're throwing. So that was another 4 shots actually. Let's see if we can get a few more. Yeah, we got some more there. Awesome. We're doing really great here actually. That is nice to see, and I'm gonna go in and show you guys how we can use souls, how we can use shards later on, but then we're probably gonna end off the video and you guys can go look into other YouTubers' videos if you wanna go more in depth with this game, because these are sort of my first impressions. So this is what we got from this Demon Parade here, which is just yet another gameplay mode. So let's go back here to the courtyard. And if we go in here then, into the Shiki game, this is where we can see all our heroes. So we got a few new ones actually. And we can, look at this guys, we can click shards down here and we can see how close we are to being able to summon some of these. So for example, this one we actually have 12 out of 25, so we can get that from, that one from the parade. I think we're only gonna get, okay, so we do actually get some rare ones, and some super rare ones even, from the parade. But we do have to get 40 of them though, to get to be able to summon these. But that is another way, a sort of non-pay-to-win way that we can get more heroes. So another thing I wanted to show you guys before we end up here is, if we go in here to our, there we go, in here. So here we can go over here to the details section and we can go into the souls, and we can actually equip other souls to our heroes here. And that's what's going to make them stronger. So for example, if we go in here, you guys can see we have this one over here. So this one gives 69 extra HP, and it gives plus 15% critical damage if we have 2 of these on the same hero. Okay, so let's try equipping that for a sec. Equip this one. And can we equip another one? We can equip this one, and now we have a set bonus activated. And obviously, if we can get the full set, using all 6 of these slots here, we'll get even more bonuses. So that's obviously what you want to go for. But this is also why the game is a bit pay to win, because obviously this influences the game a lot as well. And you know, there isn't actually any skill involved, except for figuring out when to use the skills, I guess. Apart from that, there isn't any, player skill involved in being able to win these matches. It's really all about having the best gear, having the best heroes, sadly. But that's just the way it is with these types of games, though, so I'm not gonna whine too much about that. Lastly, I wanted to show you guys how you get more souls, which we just used just before. You get those from over here, so we can go in and fight one of these bosses here, and we can do it with a team, so that's actually working really, really well. You can simply create a team here, and we should be able to find people, other players, pretty quickly. It worked really, really fast the last time I tried, so we've got 2 people now, so obviously ourselves and 1 more. We can just wait for the last one. We can also invite a friend, obviously, or someone from our guild. We could also choose to just start it now, otherwise it's gonna auto start in 1 minute and 44 seconds. So if we do start, oh wait, he just left though. He just left. Okay, there we go. So if we start it now, before that other player leaves again, you guys can see how that looks. So this is a set of battles that we have to go through, and whenever we get through all of them, obviously we're gonna get some souls that we can then use to upgrade our heroes. So this is a nice co-op gameplay in here. I think it is actually real time, but somebody correct me on that if I'm wrong, because before we were actually waiting for one of the other players. I had the auto system on before I recorded this video, whereas we were actually waiting, such as we are right now actually. I think, oh wait, that's because we have manual on, alright. We were actually waiting for one of the other players before to do his or her turn, so that tells me that it might actually be real-time multiplayer, but I'm not too sure on that, so don't take my word for it. But with that said, guys, my conclusion on this game is going to be that it's definitely a high-quality game. You know, there's so many game modes, there's so much stuff to do in game that you won't easily get bored, but it is a gacha RPG, so just be aware of what you should expect from it. And then I think you're going to have a good time with the game. But with that said, thank you so much for sticking around till the end of this video, guys. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to receive more videos on new mobile games every single day, and hit the notification bell so that you will actually also receive those videos in your feed. So until next time, guys, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I will see you guys around.